Welcome back to a new video. So this is the third workout of the third week, and it was block snatches for doubles, and then block power cleans and push presses. Neither one of the exercises went as great as I was hoping, but I think a lot of that is because I was a lot more fatigued from the previous session than I was hoping. I kind of anticipated it because doing a 200 kilogram squat for a set of 5 for me is very heavy and definitely wore me out. Plus, that deadlift, but the deadlift didn't really feel that bad. It was more so just like the grip felt bad. So I don't know, maybe potentially there was a neurological fatigue from using the hook grip with that, because I definitely had to get more intense with that 280 deadlift than I would have otherwise had to have been if I was just strapping up for it. I'm sure both of them probably played a factor into that, but these were feeling really good. I was feeling really motivated. Everything was feeling really nice until I got to 110. I missed, but then I was able to come back and make it for a double on the second one, which is the same as what I did last week. And then had some struggles with 115, and I was just being really stubborn, which is not always the best thing. But the one positive that I can glean from that is that I was confident enough on all of those reps to attempt them, and I wasn't worried about the stability of my shoulder. Like, I was catching it well, I was just early on all of them. So it was like technical reasons I was missing, and it wasn't like, oh my goodness, like, is my shoulder going to get re-injured or something. I was really confident in catching it. But this 110 first rep, I remember being pretty decent, and then the second rep was kind of wonky because I had to like step forward. I don't know, you'll see here, looked kind of weird. Yeah, so not the best, but I mean the same as what I did last week, which is good, and with higher intensity and volume on the squats as well the previous day. So definitely more fatigued on this day. So in a sense, like, maintaining the performance, because I mean, even though I'm missing all these 115s, it is going to be an impactful thing as far as the volume of the training that you're doing. I know it's not a good thing to necessarily keep track of, but I mean, it's not like I'm just doing pulls and just giving up on the lift. Like, I'm trying to go under. So it's one of those things that's like, you kind of have to account for it if you took a bunch of attempts at a weight, because it will, fatigue you a little bit. And from that mindset, like, I'm glad that I was confident enough to just keep hammering away at this 115, because I mean, if we assume my max is 130 right now, which I think is a pretty accurate max for me currently, as far as like what I theoretically could do, it's 90% that I'm trying to do doubles from the block. So if I can get this to be more consistent, then I will certainly be happy with that. After doing that kind of a double with 115, I tried 120, but just too tired and too slow at that point. Then tried to do some block power cleans. I went from 60, 90, and I jumped all the way to 120 because I was hoping that I'd be able to power clean it. I was not. That is my current best power clean from this position, which is comical because I've done 147 from the ground. Just shows like how bad I'm built for this particular movement, and maybe just how technically bad, but I feel like I can never get it in a good position for power cleans in there. But it's a good limiter. It just tells me that, I just need to work around there, I suppose. But missed the power clean, missed the push press on this one, tried it again, same thing happened. Just got to get a little bit stronger. And I think definitely the push presses, more than anything, were impacted by the squats the previous day. Obviously jumping from 90 to 120 is a big jump, but just, my legs being fatigued is definitely a bigger factor for those than it was for the block snatches. Honestly, I think my back being a little bit tired was probably making me a little bit slower on those, but I think it's just a combination of things. But I mean, overall, based on how fatigued I was from the previous day, I'm pretty happy with that, and it's got me thinking about what I want the fourth week to look like, because I was thinking of potentially increasing the intensity of everything again, and then having it being like the max out week, or like having, not necessarily like every day, but like having it being the heavy intensity for all the movements. But what I think I'm probably going to do is to deload all of the movements besides the last day of the week, and have that be the theoretical heaviest day of the cycle as far as snatch and clean jerk on the same day. Potentially, still do a relatively heavy squat, but kind of cut all of that down and then reset everything in that first week again, and try to get even more volume with higher intensity in that first week, and just keep trying to kind of linearly progress from there. But I'm kind of going back and forth with that. We'll see how I'm feeling as the week goes on, but relatively productive. I was happy to eventually get 115 and have the grit to do it, but definitely want to be able to do 115 for consistent doubles. That would be really good, and to be able to do push presses with 120 consistently, of course, that would be good to do as well. But that's going to be it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.